I've been cooking since I was 6. So it's always been about food with me. And when I got to high school, that's when I started taking it more seriously. And actually, I was a student at the Career Center for Culinary. So I'm back teaching the same class that I was in high school. So, yeah. Other than the Career Center, I took of course, the little things that they had at home. Well, I'm sorry, at my home school. But other than that, I was really just cooking at home. Like when everyone else was outside playing and everything, I was actually inside doing recipes and everything. So it's kind of weird, but it paid off. I had went to corporate America for some years. So I have a catering business outside of teaching. So I was still doing my catering. And my old instructor from here actually called, was like, hey, don't you want to come and teach these kids? Chef, get off my phone. I am nobody's teacher. I got out of there, I'm never going back. Then I thought about it, I'm like, you know what, it would be really cool to do food full time again. And here we are almost 3 years later. Honestly, my great grandfather, he was one of the main people that showed me how to cook. He's the reason why I started cooking. My Nana, who, they're both gone, but my Nana, I would literally go to church with her just so I could go home and get her food after. And her church was long, okay? It was 5-6 hours. I was like, I'm ready to get out of here. But I knew at the end of the road, it was gonna be a good meal. So I stuck through it. So I have my own catering business. I like the catering aspect of it way better than just the whole restaurant thing, because people actually seek you. When you're in the restaurant, you have to depend on people actually coming in. Would I do it the rate that things are going right now? I would definitely see it happening. I have a lot of connections. I know a lot of different people that were working on some things. We literally just had a meeting with the Bulls organization on Friday night. We did the World of Chocolate last week at Union Station. Before that, we did the Night at the Museum with Chance the Rapper and his people at the Museum of Science and Industry. Me and my students were there, took over a whole wing. So I definitely could see it happening. I'm not pushing it, but if it happens, it happens. So today we have, for the meal that I'm doing, one of the courses is a sausage and chicken gumbo. So the event that we are doing today, once again, I am actually the vice president of the American Culinary Federation Chefs of Northwest Indiana, which is a worldwide thing. And we are actually having our first event here, our first monthly meeting here in over almost 20 years. So I have to show out because this is my home. So we are doing a 7-course meal tonight. So we did I partnered up with my buddy's organization, Cameron Bracey's organization, that we actually fed the needy here the Saturday before Thanksgiving back in November. So we're moving, we're shaking, we got everything going. I got my chef buddies here, everything, we're getting it taken care of. So this is my first time using the serving line that we have up there that I never used, and it was a dry well. So I'm like, man, is this thing even getting hot? And I put my hand on it, not remembering that I had already turned it on to 400+ degrees. I literally had to peel off these 4 fingers, and my fingerprints are still stuck on there. So literally all the pictures we took the rest of that night, you see me with a hand in the bucket because of that. So I didn't get the blisters and stuff on my finger. Did you know that you could have a salty salad? I had a salty salad last year. And she's gonna kill me for saying this, I won't even say her name. But they gave me a salty salad. What it was is that one of my big things that I teach to the students is that, hey, you have to communicate while you're in the kitchen. They didn't communicate. So the salad dressing that they made had 3 times as much salt as what it should have, in which we had a salty salad. Never again will that happen. So I would say get as much knowledge as you can. Get in the kitchen. The thing is that so many people have culinary degrees and everything, but they can't handle the pressure, okay? So I actually used to be the head chef over at IUN years ago. And this is a college, so I'm dealing with 2,000 students in hours, and people couldn't handle it. So get in those kitchens, learn the different aspects of it, and just learn as much as you can. You have a friend who works somewhere, hey, let me come shadow you, I might like it. Use it as the job shadowing days that we have here. Just making sure you get as much knowledge as possible, because that will actually help you. Yeah, don't get me wrong, it's great to have a degree and everything, but until you actually get into the environment and understand exactly what's going on, that's gonna be the best training that you can get, hands down.